In this video, we're going to practice using our new integrating factor technique. If you feel like you've got it from the previous video, then just jump straight in and have a go at this. If not, just watch along. Okay, here is our puzzle, dy by dx plus 2y equals 4. So, in order to solve this, we want to know what is our magic function, our integrating factor, which when multiplying through gives us something which is just reverse product rule solvable. That's a bit of a mouthful, but doing it in practice is not too bad. It's already in the correct form, dy by dx on its own. Now, what is my p of x here? My p of x is actually just 2. So, my integrating factor is e to the integral of 2 dx, and that is e to the 2x. Remember, we don't need the plus c there. So e to the 2x is my integrating factor. So multiply through by that, we get e to the 2x dy by dx plus 2e to the 2x y equals 4e to the 2x. Now, it's guaranteed, if you've made no mistakes, that this left-hand side is just the derivative of this here, e to the 2x, times y. And you can check that. I mean, it's always actually worth just checking that visually by thinking, well, if that's my u and that's my v, does it work? Well, it does. Look, u, v dash, plus v, u dash, and the derivative of e to the 2x is 2e to the 2x. Neat, right? So if the derivative of e to the 2xy is 4e to the 2x, then e to the 2xy is the integral of that. So the integral of that, because integration is just the opposite of differentiation. So integrating 4e to the 2x gets me 2e to the 2x plus c. So e to the 2x y equals 2e to the 2x plus c. Dividing through by e to the 2x gets me 2 plus c, well, c over e to the 2x, or c e to the minus 2x. And there is my general solution to this differential equation. So this differential equation will be satisfied as long as y is c times e to the minus 2x plus 2. Now, you absolutely don't need to do this final check, but when you're learning this, it can be useful to just actually check this. So if, this is a check here, not part of your standard solution, let's just check. If y is 2 plus c e to the minus 2x, what is dy by dx? Well, dy by dx is, well, 2 differentiates to 0, and this differentiates to minus 2c e to the minus 2x. So let's sub that into this left-hand side and see what we get. Dy by dx minus 2c e to the minus 2x plus 2y. So plus 2 of this, so that's plus 4 plus 2c e to the minus 2x. Well, look, these two bits cancel, and you're left with 4, which is exactly what we wanted. So it works. When you actually work out dy by dx plus 2y, you get 4. Okay, let's try another. Find the general solution to the differential equation dy by dx minus 5y equals e to the 3x. Again, it's in the correct form, so we don't need to do any fiddling around first, and my p of x is minus 5. So f of x is e to the integral of minus 5. The integral of minus 5 is minus 5x, so e to the minus 5x is my integrating factor. Multiply through by that, and we get e to the minus 5x dy by dx minus 5e to the minus 5x y equals, multiplying e to the 3x by e to the minus 5x is e to the minus 2x. This is the derivative of e to the minus 5x y. You can do a quick check. U, v dash, yes. V, u dash, Yep, the derivative of e to the minus 5x is minus 5e to the minus 5x. Integrating both sides, I get e to the minus 5x y, and the integral of e to the minus 2x is minus a half e to the minus 2x plus c. Multiplying through now by e to the 5x will cancel that. So multiplying through by e to the 5x, I get minus a half e to the 3x over here, plus c e to the 5x. And there's our general solution. Again, not part of a sort of standard exam answer, but useful when you're learning, is our check. Does it actually work? Well, if y is minus a half e to the 3x plus c e to the 5x, what's dy by dx? dy by dx is going to be minus 3 over 2 e to the 3x plus 5c e to the 5x. So let's sub that into here. dy by dx minus 5y. So dy by dx is this. Minus 5y. Okay, so minus 5 of this stuff. So that's minus 5 over 2. No, plus, minus 5 over 2 e to the 3x. Then minus 5 times this, minus 5c e to the 5x. Well, these cancel. And I've got 5 over 2 e to the 3x minus 3 over 2 e to the x is 1 e to the 3x, and that is indeed what we wanted. It's kind of satisfying to see it all come together like that, I think. Okay, let's try another one here. So, slightly more complicated, trig example now. First thing to notice is it's not in the form that we need. We need dy by dx on its own, and we don't have that. So, dy by dx, okay, divide through by cos x. So sin x over cos x is tan x times y, and divide through by cos x, here I get cos x. So now I can do my integrating factor. So that's going to be e to the integral of p of x. P of x is the thing we're multiplying by y. That's tan x, so the integral of tan x dx. The integral of tan x, I'm sure you'll know it, it's ln sec x. So e to the ln sec x. Luckily, the e and the ln cancel, and that's just sec x. So we are multiplying through by sec x. Right, let's do that. Sec x dy by dx plus sec x tan x y, and then cos x times sec x is 1. This is now the derivative of sec x times y. Let's just do a quick visual check. U v dash plus v u dash. Yes, derivative of sec x is sec x tan x. And here's a good example of where you just almost certainly wouldn't have spotted that multiplying through by sec is what you needed. In fact, there's a danger that you think you can do it in your head and think, oh, well, look, cos is the derivative of sine, and that ends up being wrong because you need this one to be the derivative of that, and it's not because it's not negative. Okay, we've got sec x, I'll put that in brackets, y, equals the integral of 1, which is x, plus c. So y is, well, I'll multiply through by cos x, and we get x cos x plus c cos x. And there is our general solution to this differential equation. It's quite cool, right? You get these relatively complicated looking solutions. Okay, how about the particular solution to the differential equation given that y equals 2 and x equals 1? Okay, well, this is the one we've just done. We've just found that the general solution was x cos x plus c cos x. So imagine this as a part b where y, we've solved it and we've got y equals x cos x plus c cos x. So we need to just work out what c is. So y is 2 when x equals 0. So that's 0 times cos of 0, that's just 0, plus c times cos of 0, which is 1. So c is 2. So the particular solution is y equals x cos x plus 2 cos x. That would be fine. Of course, you could factorise out the cos x and get x plus 2 cos x, maybe the classiest way of writing this one. All right, so that is how we use integrating factors. See you in the next video for a bit more.